Are you ready to start paying that debt off, or have already started, but it doesn't seem as though the debt is going away? If that's the case, don't worry, I have you covered. In this video, I'm going to be going over how to properly execute the debt snowball in order to get that debt paid off quicker and to allow yourself to start building wealth. So, if you're ready, let's execute. Hey, what's going on, guys? Trey here. So one of the reasons that I decided to start this channel was to be able to add value to people's lives, particularly in the areas of getting you out of debt so that you can become financially free. Now, what led me into this path to begin with was my own personal journey in getting out of debt. And what I realized was one of the main reasons why I was laying stagnant and not actually getting out of debt was the lack of knowledge. I didn't actually know how to properly execute a strategy to get out of debt. So today I'm going to be sharing with you how to properly execute the debt snowball. Now, those of you who haven't heard of the debt snowball, I would highly encourage you to purchase or read the book by Dave Ramsey, Total Money Makeover. It's one of the best books that you can come by to actually read up and gain knowledge to get out of debt. So without further ado, let's get into the actual debt snowball, executing it properly to get you out of debt quick and to allow you to begin building wealth. So first thing that you need to do is step number one. You need an extra $100 to $200. In this video, I gave you 7 steps to get you out of debt quicker. One of those steps was an additional $100 to $200 per month by way of side hustle. If you're sitting there and basically saying, hey, I don't have an extra $100 to $200 per month, I'm struggling as it is. Hey, don't worry, I have you covered. In a separate video, I'm going to be going over 8 side hustles that you can implement to get extra money to add towards your debt snowball. Okay, so in this event, let's say we have an additional $150 that we managed to save up due to a side hustle. First step, $150. Second step is here. List your debt from lowest to highest, not your interest, okay? I'm talking about the principal balance on your debt. So in this case, we've listed our debt, Visa, Chase, Barclay, our car payment, and our student payment, okay? So the lowest one is our Visa. It's $700 per month, all right? Our minimum payment on that was $70 per month. Now, here's the trick. You take this $150 that you managed to save, right? You're going to add that to the minimum payment, which is $70. That's going to give you $220 per month to add towards that first debt. Now, in this case, the $700 debt should be paid off in about 3 months. Now, this is where I see people mess the debt snowball up. What they'll do is they'll start over. They'll go to the second one and they'll add their minimum payment to the $150 that they managed to save, and that is not the correct way to do it. What you actually want to do is take the same $220 that you had in the previous debt that you paid off. You're going to take the $220 and you're going to add it to your minimum payment on the next debt here, which is $50, okay? Now this is going to give you $270 per month on that particular payment. Now this you should have paid off in about 5 months. Now, this is where that snowball effect comes into play. You're managing to snowball effect your payments to where now you're on your third debt. The $270 that you just used to pay the second one off, you're going to add that to your minimum payment on the third debt. When we do this, you're now paying $370 per month on a $2,700 debt. So you're going to do this every month until that's paid off, and it should take you about 7 to 8 months to pay this off. Now, you just keep this same rhythm going. $370 per month that you just used to pay off this debt. You're now going to add that to what? You got it. You're going to add it to the minimum payment on your next debt, in this case, which is a car payment. So $370 plus the $200 on your car payment That's $570 per month that you're going to use to pay off your car payment. What's going to happen here is it's going to take you about a year, right at about a year, to pay this $8,000 debt off for your car. Now, you're at the final debt, and you got there a lot quicker than you would have by doing this incorrectly or not even trying to use the debt snowball. You're going to add the minimum payment on your student loan to the $570 that you used on that car payment. Got to make sure my math is correct because I don't want y'all to clown me in the comments. So, yep. There we go. $870 per month on your student loan. Now, this student loan will be paid off in roughly 14 months. So altogether, you would have paid your debt off far quicker than you would have by implementing it in just a random shotgun type of way. So there you have it. In a nutshell, how to properly execute the debt snowball in order to pay your debt off quicker, become financially free, and begin building wealth. And there you have it, guys, how to properly execute the debt snowball. Now, if you've been trying to implement the debt snowball or you've heard of it before but haven't quite got into it, comment down below and tell me what steps you were taking in order to pay your debt off. Let me know what steps you were taking or if you were messing the debt snowball up, because I was when I first started it. There you have it, guys, how to execute the debt snowball correctly to pay your debt off quicker, become financially free, and begin building wealth. I'll see you guys on the next video. Take care.